All right, our first example here is going to be a program that determines the larger of two numbers. All right, so it's a good yes or no question. Which one is larger? We are going to get input from the user, so we when we import our utility scanner feature function. Our public class is going to be called compare. We've got our public static void main statement here. Then we set up our scanner so that it will take in information from the user. And then we set up two variables, two integer variables. We say we're going to have number 1, that's going to be the first number that the user enters, and we have number 2, that's going to be the second number. Then we ask the user the question in a system out statement. We say enter your first integer. That'll prompt the user to enter a number. When the user enters that number, that entry will then get assigned and applied as the value to our variable number 1. Same thing is true here. That will prompt the user for the second number, and that becomes number 2. Then we run into our series of if statements, single if statements. So it's either going to be true or not true. We say if number 1 is greater than number 2, then we system out to the user that the first number is greater than the second number. If the opposite is the case, if number 1 is less than number 2, then we say we're going to see that number 2 is designated as larger. Now what happens if the two numbers are equal? We say if number 1 and number 2 are equal, exactly equal, then we let the user know that those numbers are equal. All right, let's see how this runs. All right, in our folder, I've already compiled this code, so we're just going to go straight to running these programs. And we're going to say Java, and we call this program compare. All right, when it runs, it asks us to enter the first integer. All right, let's try this all 3 ways so we can make sure that our if logic catches all the possibilities. So I will say enter first integer 2. Hit enter. Enter second integer 3. All right, 3 is larger. Okay, very good. All right, let's run this again. We say run the program compare. Enter first integer. Let's see if it can handle some larger numbers. This time I'm going to enter a larger number like 112. Second integer, how about 56? It recognizes it and it says 112 is larger. Now, what happens if we enter the same number? We say we want to run Java compare, and we enter the first number 5, second number 5, and it says these numbers are equal. So all of those 3 logical possibilities are handled by the if statement, and then it returns the correct answer.